Hey folks, check this out. Today I'm taking a look at the 1000 Dot to Dot series. This is brought to you by Thomas Pavitte. This particular one is the Icons variety. Now, I've been doing dot to dot stuff, connect the dots, whatever you want to call it, for years. I mean, since I was a kid. But these things have gone a little bit above and beyond from when I was a kid, at least. Look at these. You've got 1,000 dots. So you can imagine how much you're doing here. And if you can't tell who that is, that's Alfred Hitchcock. But look at the detail that goes into doing these here. Let me turn the page. That's Andy Warhol. Charlie Chaplin. And this is just the Icon series. I've only done a few in this one. We've also got the 1000 Dot to Dot cities. We've got a whole bunch of stuff in here as well. Don't ask me what some of these are, because I couldn't tell you just looking. I think that's the Parthenon, probably. Maybe. Not sure. There's 20 different puzzles in each of the books. And here's the Golden Gate Bridge and such in here. Now, what I wanted to do is show you a full completion of the puzzle. So let me go ahead and set that up for you here. Alright, so there you go. That would be the final bit of it, the very end product that you saw. Now that whole thing, I slowed it down, or I'm sorry, I sped it up to 45 seconds, but that whole thing probably took about 45 minutes, if I'm being completely honest with you. Of course, add in that I was working around the camera tripod and stuff like that, so these do tend to take like half an hour, maybe an hour at the most, but you can come back and you can do them at your own leisure. And I'll show you why, at least that I've found that you can. If you can see here, bring that up a little bit and focus. Are we focusing? We aren't focusing on much. There we go. Maybe? I don't know. But if you can see that, each of the 100 number, every 100 number, so 1 to 100, 101 to 200, etc., has different colors. So once you've hit 100 colors, you can stop and move on. Or if you're really good at remembering things like where you were last, it's pretty simple to come back in and continue on. Like most of these books, you got one big fold-out puzzle. I'm pretty sure this one has the Sydney Opera House. Again, we're looking at the Wonders of the World. So, a pretty interesting, pretty fun series of books. I only have 3 of them. There's also an Animals variety one, as well as you've also got Masterpieces, and the one that I'm probably most excited about coming soon is the Marvel one, which I've seen some previews of it, and it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun to explore that and check that out. So I would suggest checking out the 1000 Dot to Dot series. They run around $10 to $15 in most places, and that's a pretty good amount of money to pay for, or a low amount of money for a pretty good amount of enjoyability that I think you'll get out of it. I also wanted to show, while I have you here, some different dot to dot series that I suggest checking out. There's this one, the relaxing dot to dot. Now, for this one, you don't have quite as many dots. The puzzles tend to run, let's see here. Doesn't say how many per puzzle. But you've got some pretty cool designs. I'd say around like 300, 500, something like that. Which again is a ton more than what I used to do. That's for sure. When I was a kid, I think maybe there was like 12 dots in one. There's also this one, the incredible dot-to-dot challenge, which has around the same, this is one I was in the middle of doing, but around the same amount of dots per puzzle. You've got some pretty cool stuff that you can make out of that one. We've also got this one here. This is the anti-stress dot-to-dot with that creepy looking moth butterfly thing. And this one seems to be a little lower on dot count, but still pretty neat results. Just a couple more for you here. This is the brilliant dot-to-dot for grown-ups. So, take that, kids. You've got, the only problem, and it might not even be a problem, is it is back to back. Like each page has a puzzle on each side. So you get more puzzles, but you might run into some issues. And this one's broken up into different categories. So we've got like primarily animals in this one, and then it switches over to landmarks. And as you go on, you've got different things. I also like this one because like they have little windows and they have little things already drawn into it. So as you connect the dots, you're unveiling a full, already discovered picture kind of thing. So that's kind of a neat idea. And finally, the one, let me bring these out of here so I can show you this one. Because aside from the 1,000 Dots to Dots, this one might be my favorite. This is by Gareth Moore. And this is Ultimate Dot to Dot. This is actually the first one that I got of adult dot to dot. And the thing I like about this is that these puzzles here are marked out by colored areas, telling you what colors you should use for it. So you can make some pretty amazing things in this little booklet here, just by using the suggested, there's a sailboat for you, just by using the suggested colors that mark the lines. And again, I don't do these like all the time or anything, but man, when you've got about half an hour or even like 5-10 minutes to kill, just work a little bit on something like that. Look how cool that is. Like I just think that's so neat to be able to put together something like that just by connecting a bunch of dots. This one's going to be impossible. This one has like 2,500 dots or something insane like that. But look at that. How cool is that? So primarily that is the 1,000 Dot to Dot series, but I just wanted to show off a couple other ones that might keep you interested. Once again, relaxing dot to dot, the incredible dot to dot challenge, the brilliant dot to dot for grown-ups, anti-stress dot to dot, ultimate dot to dot, and the 1,000 Dot to Dot series. So check them out. You're going to range between 10 and 15 bucks, and man, they're a lot of fun to do. So thanks again for watching. And hey, if you like this video, click that like button. It really lets me know what's going on. Why don't you comment on the video? I'll talk to you. I don't mind. And consider subscribing, because I'm going to be putting out videos like this every Tuesday and Friday. So hey, I hope you have a good one, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.